Hey, it's Scotty. You might have seen my recent video where I went to Petco and I was just shocked at how expensive some of those pet store cages were. Some of them were over $100 for just these little glorified carriers, in my opinion. So I wanted to take some time to go through some of the different cage options that people have shown me. They come to the rescue when I'm facilitating adoptions, and people have spent all sorts of money on all sorts of cages that really are just a waste of money. And you know, part of what we're trying to do here on the channel is to save you money so that you can put that money where it will best serve you and your piggies, like building an emergency kit, saving an emergency fund, and putting that money toward high quality food and the right cage. So let's get into it. So these pet shop cages, they are just glorified carriers, and I will mention that some of these cages, these plastic bottom tub cages that are wire, that have a little latch that you open, they make horrible permanent cages, but they do make really good carriers. If you have a pair of piggies, or if you have a group of girls and you have a big enough cage like that, they make really good day carriers instead of those fabric carriers. These cages, they have a lot of good airflow. You can hook up a water bottle to them. You can put a different type. You could put either pine shavings or aspen, some kind of wood bedding, or you can put layers of fleece, and they make a nice, safe carrier, but they are not appropriate for what your piggy should live in, and they're even more expensive than some of the better options. So pet store cages, just skip it. So what about rabbit hutches? I see this a lot. People will come to the rescue, and part of the adoption process is I want to see what kind of cage they have. And they'll show me this picture of a rabbit hutch. And it's this big wooden thing, and it has, you know, sometimes it'll have two rooms. It'll have like an open kind of mesh area, and then like a back area that's more enclosed. And not good. They don't have enough horizontal space. They're all compartmentalized, and they're cumbersome. They're these huge contraptions, and they're heavy, they're difficult to clean, and they just don't provide the space, and they're expensive. So skip the rabbit hutches. So what about chicken coops? Just like these rabbit hutches, these chicken coops, they don't have enough space, or if they do, they're enclosed in an awkward way. And rabbit hutches, I wouldn't even say rabbit hutches are for rabbits, because rabbits need to live in exercise pens and have free range of the house in most cases. You rabbit proof your place, get rid of wires, and rabbits can be litter trained. This is not a rabbit channel, but if you want to learn more about rabbits, I would recommend larabbits.org. the House Rabbit Society. There's a number of reputable places, and of course Lennon the Bunny is a really great YouTube channel. Laura Lee is doing a really good job over there. So they've got the rabbits handled. Let's keep talking about guinea pigs. But chicken coops, rabbit hutches, these things are not appropriate for guinea pigs. You want a guinea pig cage for your guinea pigs. So in the realm of guinea pig cages, I see a lot of these designer cages. They're like really fancy, they're over-designed, and they're crazy expensive. I like the CNC cages, which we will talk about in a minute. So something that has a large horizontal space and it's wide open, that is what you want. So if you want to spend a lot of money on some kind of exotic designer fancy cage, then by all means do it, but I would really suggest keep it simple. Take that money that you would spend and start building your emergency kit. Invest in good quality pellets, okay? Save your money for an emergency fund, or invest in pet insurance. Pet health insurance is going to save you a lot of money, and it's going to return dividends. It may be expensive up front, but in the case of a surgery or some kind of ongoing health issue, that pet insurance is going to really, really save you. So before I talk about CNC cages in more depth, which are what is behind me, let's talk about these wooden monstrosities. Now, I've already said that if it's a large horizontal space, then that's great. Then that's what you want. But a lot of times there are these wooden monstrosities, as I like to call them, where they're really heavy. Maybe they're super fancy, super expensive, or maybe it's something that you made yourself. So as long as this wooden monstrosity has the appropriate footprint, it's safe for your piggies, it's made out of a piggy safe wood, then that's fine. But you got to ask yourself, is it going to be difficult to clean? Is it something that you can actually move? And are you going to spend way too much time building it, way too much time and money setting it up and building it? Like I said, that money might be better served building an emergency kit, starting an emergency fund, investing in guinea pig pet health insurance, buying high quality pellets, fresh veggies, all of those things, the things that really matter. And the time that you're going to spend building this wooden monstrosity, maybe you could spend reading my guinea pig care guide, learning about common illnesses, and reaching out to others in the guinea pig community and starting to build those friendships. So all of these different types of cages, they are nothing compared to the CNC cages. CNC cages is what the guinea pig community has gravitated toward. It's what we've been using for a long time, and you can see that if you can imagine it, you can build it. I've built this whole room. I've got my Guinea Pig City t-shirt on with my sweet baby Nate and Gary here, and we've had so much fun here seeing my piggies seeing Pipsqueak run through his racetrack, seeing my boys run up the ramps and over here to the loft, to the mezzanine as I call it, and the way my piggies are able to interact with each other. It's just been really great, and you can change it up. It's unlimited. Whatever your imagination can come up with, you can build it. And if you compare some of these crappy pet store cages to the CNC cages, I just went on guineapigcagestore.com and I saw a 2x4 CNC cage for $77. Okay, your standard 2x4 cage for a pair of piggies, $77. And if you want to build it yourself, if you want to go to a home store and get the corrugated plastic, or you can get plastic in all different colors, check out the cage setup section of my care guide. I've got links to different color Coroplast, the grids, and even pre-cut sheets of Coroplast that are already pre-cut in different sizes. You can make your own cage. You can save a lot of money, and don't waste your time on these other cages that are more expensive and you get less, and they're not what your piggies need. So it's just like a no-brainer. CNC cages, that is really where we should be focusing our efforts, our time, when we're talking about setting up a cage. So I really do encourage you to check out the free guinea pig care guide on my website. There's a link right down here, especially the cage setup section. It's going to help you save time, save money, and set your cage up to maximize the cage space. All right, I'm going to actually include the entire cage setup playlist right here, and I hope you will check that out. Until next time, thanks for watching.